Hello, everyone. It's Wednesday, time for a little Wisdom Wednesday. Hope you all are doing okay out there. I know that we continue to see our patients here in the office, and it's great to reconnect, although it's hard not to shake hands or hug people. But we are certainly trying to do all we can to get everything back to a decent, normal, or as whatever we can get to be a normal life as we can around here. But in the meantime, we are still obviously wearing masks and practicing social distancing in hopes that things will get back to normal soon. Wanted to visit a little bit today about anxiety and what I'm seeing with our patients these days. A lot of folks are really having a hard time with just this unknown, and even though we kind of have re-entered somewhat our society in some small shape, form, or fashion, it's still not what we would consider normal. And as a result, I think a lot of folks are struggling with anxiety and not being able to really know how to manage that. And I think that we have some really good tools without having to resort to pharmacology and medications to help folks deal with this. I know a lot of you are familiar with a supplement that we recommend around here, but I thought I'd spend a little time and tell you a little bit about it. So one of the things that we recommend around here for anxiety or even difficulty with onset of sleep is a form of an amino acid called L-theanine. L-theanine is found in green tea and mushrooms, and it's an amino acid that easily crosses into our brain and can help us relax without having sedation. And I think that's the nice thing about this particular amino acid, is that we can get much of the benefit of, say, a Xanax or a Valium without the sedation. And I think that from a brain standpoint, that's preferable. And L-theanine has been studied and has been shown to help reduce anxiety by adhering to a receptor in the brain, that one of the receptors that is excitatory, and it's the glutamate receptor. Now, we've all heard of monosodium glutamate and how that's one of the things that in certain foods gives us that umami taste and flavor. But glutamate is very excitatory. L-theanine can bind to that receptor in our brain and, without causing sedation, block that excitatory response. The other thing that's really nice about L-theanine is it increases what is an inhibitory neurotransmitter in our brain called GABA, and GABA stands for gamma aminobutyric acid, and that is a calming neurotransmitter. We have excitatory neurotransmitter, adrenaline, which would be norepinephrine and epinephrine, and then we have inhibitory neurotransmitter, which is GABA. And so L-theanine can also help that. When we've looked at L-theanine and the studies with L-theanine, it causes this relaxing and non-sedating calming in our brain, but it also can increase cognition and focus. So there's some benefit on both sides of that. They're also looking at it in terms of what it can do to help with cardiovascular issues and cerebrovascular, and particularly strokes. Is there some benefit there? It seems to increase nitric oxide and may be of benefit to prevent strokes and or to be used as a treatment after strokes occur to mitigate damage. So there's some things about this unique amino acid that has great benefits, and I think is something that if you've not tried it and you're experiencing some issues with anxiety, then I think this would be a good option. It generally comes in a form called suntheanine, and it's usually around 200 milligrams. You can take up to 1 to 4 throughout the day. I have a lot of my patients take one just every morning as a calming agent, and it's in a lot of the nighttime sleep aids as well. But it's something you could take during the day because it doesn't cause you to be sedated or feel sleepy. And as I've mentioned, it can increase cognition and focus. So it might be something, particularly when you're very anxious, that can be of great help. So I hope that's something that you might want to think about and explore. If you have questions or would like to order any, we certainly have it here, but you can get it any nice pharmacy, any nice supplement store, vitamin shop, GNC, anything like that. Certainly you can order off of Amazon, but you want to make sure you get the sun-theanine, and just to make sure that you get the right form of it. Hope you all continue to work toward creating health. One of the things that can be most helpful is calming anxiety and relaxing and taking deep breaths, and perhaps L-theanine might be part of a toolkit that you could utilize as well. Everyone have a great day, and we'll see you next week.